Hey, welcome back, Brad Tragick here. Um, just did a 14 bands a couple days ago. Technically, it is really early on Wednesday morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and I put it in as for the 28th, like you care. Anyway, let's get started because this is actually a really good list this time. Really kind of thrown together really quickly, but it actually has a lot of good bands on it to check out. First band I want to say is Mastodon. Um, the way I was looking at the playlist, I didn't really hadn't been following them too much, but they took kind of a 2 year hiatus. They may have came out with like a greatest hits or something in between, or a live one in between, I think. But basically came out with an album after 2 years. Pretty amazing stuff. Really great album. So if you're a really big metal fan, definitely check out Mastodon if you have never heard of them before. Uh, really good. And then before I go on with a lot more of the list, the whole song and a vid thing I was doing, now since I'm doing basically a video for every single band, there's really no need to do that. So that's going to be cut out of the 14 bands thing. Because now every band on the list is going to have a video on YouTube. If it doesn't have a YouTube video, then I would definitely put a link below it where you can actually go and listen to that band somewhere on the internet. So there you go. Next band is called The Sword. Really, really good band as well. If you haven't heard, I'm trying to think of someone to kind of um, say they sound like they're like a really good, like if you like musicianship, like really good guitarists and all that stuff, they're definitely one of them. The vocalist is I kind of want to say like kind of more of a southern style, or kind of more of like not like like if you're a fan of like Zach Wild, I don't want to say like his guitar playing, but his vocal style. They're kind of in the vein of that. I guess it's the only thing I can really like give like kind of an edge to. Um, I don't know. Check them out. Let me know what you think. The next guy is a rapper. I haven't really do too much rap, so I'm gonna start infusing infusing more rap and country because I haven't really been putting them in too much. So I am gonna start infusing a lot more of that. I have 3 rappers on today's list. So Jay Z is the first one. If you haven't heard of Jay Z, he's pretty big and mainstream right now. But I heard a song on the radio the other day. I do happen to switch it to the rap station every once in a while, listen to it. R&B station, whatever you want to call it. But he had a new song out. It's called Otis. It is in the link. So if you haven't heard his new song, wow, very amazing. And he says it himself. I think he said something like got my swag back or something like that. So it's like, yes, that song is awesome. I think he does have a swag back. So I like more of his older stuff. So if you haven't heard Jay Z's like older stuff, I know Money Ain't a Thing was like a really good song that I liked. Or Money Ain't a Thing, sorry. But yeah, definitely go check that out. I didn't really like Hard Knock Life or anything like that. I like this more like I like more hard rock, hard rap, like gangster rap, stuff like that. More, but I like fun rap too, not goofy rap, but like fun rap, like Afro Man too. So he's in my vein, things I like. So check out Jay Z. Yeah, and they're over. Next band is Fu Manchu. Um, really good band. I actually seen these guys live with High on Fire and Crowbar. No, not Crowbar. Clutch. My bad. Clutch and High on Fire. I seen them live. Really great band. Hard rock band, but man, they're like really good. I can't really explain what they sound like. They kind of remind me of like what the Swords vocals kind of sound like too. So definitely check them out. But they're hard rock. Next band is actually a really old band. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're not around anymore. Um, it confuses me sometimes when they remaster stuff and release stuff because I'm thinking like it doesn't say remaster, so you're like, well, are they still around? Is this a new album? Or because sometimes they remaster stuff and like there'll be like compilations, but they'll call it something, and it's like, please don't do that. Like, just put the original albums out. Don't put like a greatest of these old bands because it confuses people when they go to look for their freaking uh, band sometimes. Anyway, band's called MC5. Pretty good, kind of classic punk, I guess, kind of like one of the original punk bands, I guess they said. So like them and the Stooges were responsible for, basically uh, helping to bring punk into the forefront, to the mainstream a little bit. Not much about them. Check them out. Tell me what you think. Next guy, I heard a lot about him, and I don't remember why. I'm thinking there was somebody else kind of like him, and people were getting confused between the two, and I can't remember the other guy. But this guy is Captain Beefheart in the Magic Band. Yes, very unique name. Pretty good, different music. I want to say like experimental rock. Yeah, check him out. Let me know what you think. Next guy is I don't know why. All right, so if anybody has never heard of the new program, hold on, I'm drawing a blank. Let me take a look here. Okay, there's a new program called Spotify. I don't know how long it's been around, but it is amazing. And this is where I got most of my bands tonight. Actually, no, that's where I got all of my bands tonight because they have a really cool link that says related artists, and they give you like a list of like 20 or something. So it's like, wow. So awesome. Definitely a new tool for the 14 bands list thingy. So yeah, this guy is called Howlin Wolf. Um, guy and Captain Beefheart's related thing. But he's more of like a blues guy, so really good stuff. If you're into like blues and jazz and like you like different kinds of music, definitely check out Howlin' Wolf. Really good. I've heard for a long time, he's like a big legend, like in the blues world and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to listen to him. I did like it. So definitely awesome. Next guy, I haven't talked about his band yet because I haven't found the right time, I guess. Probably when they release a new album, I'll probably put him on the list. Because, I mean, people know who they are, so I'm not really going to mention it. So the next guy is a singer who has a very, very popular band. And they got ads all over the internet right now, so I'm not going to really mention the band name. But the singer's name is Vedder. So in this, he's playing a ukulele in his newest album. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, what? Don't mention this guy. He's playing a fucking ukulele. No, it's actually pretty good. So if you've heard of his other band, Vedder is quite a singer. He's got a unique voice. When you hear his voice, most people know that's him. So pretty good with ukulele mixed together. Pretty odd. Pretty cool sound, I know. I like it. Check it out. Video, I think the official video that's playing right now, like on the video stations, whichever one that is, let me know what station play the videos because I don't think many play them anymore. But yeah, definitely check it out. Let me know what you think of Vedder and his ukulele, and if you like his other band. Good way. All right, next band was actually around when his band was around. Alice in Chains. So Alice in Chains has been around for a long time. All right, so Lane Staley died. I'm not even gonna say a date that he was died because I know I'll be wrong. I know it was after Kurt Cobain, so I'm guessing 96, 97. I am definitely wrong, probably. So, but they did get a new singer. Pretty freaking amazing. The guy, I mean, it's creepy how close his voice actually matches with Lane Staley. I'm not saying he looks like the guy, because they do look completely different. But, and I don't think I mentioned it before on the list. If I did, I apologize. Like I said, I'm going to repeat bands probably. So I hope I didn't. Also, Chains, amazing. I think I put one of their songs on there. I'm not sure. But I put a link to your House of Chains. And it actually has a new guy. He's in the video. I don't know if he sings. I don't know. Explain it. Jerry Cantrell sings sometimes too, so. No. Alright, so the next band is called D.A.D. And I don't know if it's with periods or hyphens or what, but they don't call themselves, like, they don't call them their actual name. They say D.A.D. So, and it stands for Disneyland After Dark. Fucking awesome name. That's all I gotta say. Really good. I guess, like, I would call them kind of like punk back in the olden days. Yes, yeah, it has to be punk. I wouldn't say rock because they basically like yell and stuff and sound like the punk like back in the day. Um, so yeah, check them out. Tell me what you think. Pretty good stuff. I enjoyed it. It's pretty entertaining. Next band is called The Pretty Things. The Pretty Things. Yes. Sometimes I can't talk very well, so I like to repeat myself to make sure you understand what you heard. Just in case you can't read. I'm not wanting to offend anybody, but if you can't read, I want to pronounce it correctly so that you can hear me. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they were pretty good. What do they sound like? What do they sound like? They said that them and wow, don't yawn. Them and the Beatles around that era. So wow, yeah, they were pretty back then. You know, they kind of were in the British invasion thing going on, but they're really good. I feel like they're kind of that kind of old music. You know, check them out. All right, so now we get. I'm gonna actually skip ahead to the next one. So we talked about the two rappers back to back. Um, so Danzig is the next guy. Oh my God. If you've never heard Danzig, he is incredible. And I'm going to mention the band he was in because they're not going to be probably until later. Um, um, he was in the Misfits. That I think that was his original band he was in. So that's where he's big. That's where he got his name. From there, he's basically like Ozzy Osbourne, like Black Sabbath. So he came out of Misfits. He made a name for himself. I don't know what happened between the Misfits and when he released his debut CD. I know it was a while. Um, I'm pretty sure it was a while. Because I remember, I think, 88 or somewhere around then is when he released the first album. And Mother didn't come out until like around there, around that time. So, so, uh, so yeah. So, it was wild. Danzig's pretty good, though. Check him out. Um, can't really, if you like Ozzy Osbourne, you probably will like Danzig, so definitely check him out. I like him. Mother, awesome. I put a link to one of his new songs off his current album in the list, so definitely check that out. Alright, so let's get down to the rappers real quick. EPMD, EPMD, whatever you want to call them. That's what I call them, EPMD. That makes sense. Anyway, really good, old school. If you like, what do you call Public Enemy, yeah, you like Public Enemy, the Slick Rick, all those guys from back then. Um, I haven't even had those guys on my list yet, so there you go. I just threw a couple extra free bands onto the list, but whatever. I'm not talking about them. These guys are pretty good. Um, they had, like I said, they had a couple really good songs that, not a one-hit wonder. So they're relevant today. They actually, I don't know if they got back together or thinking about getting back together recently, but definitely go check them out. Link down below for one of their songs. Not one of their hits, but one of their songs. Check them out. And Ice Cube is the last guy. Alright, so Ice Cube, if you haven't heard anything from this guy, okay, he's an actor. He's in a lot of movies now. I don't think he's really focusing too much on his music career lately, but he is a really, really great rapper. If you haven't heard any of his rap stuff, definitely go check him out. Go check out his Greatest Hits album. Definitely. A lot of his older stuff around, like the mid 90s. It's amazing. Anything in the 90s from Ice Cube was awesome. Um, he was in NWA, so definitely check that out. He was in, wow, I mean, he was in a lot of stuff. I mean, check this guy out. Definitely check him out. And I do want to point out that I do put links. I will put links to these bands, but always, I mean, definitely, always go check out if it pops up, the extra links on the side of um, the video or movie that I give you. Definitely go check out other songs by these guys. I mean, because a lot of these guys will have more songs. So definitely check them out. I mean, most of these bands right here on this list I gave you tonight is actually pretty damn amazing. So definitely go check them all out. This has been the list, and very very soon, like I said, right around the corner, the best of September 2011. Ready for it? Recap. Later, punks.